Hello guys, this is a very summer glam makeup that you can wear from day to night, and it's a very glowy makeup, so stay tuned to see how I create this look for you guys. First up, I'm going to start with my light moisturizer that I use every single day, and it's also got SPF in it. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply that all over my face. Then I'm going to go ahead with the YSL Lip Perfector that I use every single day. And it's so moisturizing, it's nourishing and conditioning, everything in one. Then I'm going to go ahead with the Blur Primer, which is in orange, which is a color corrector as well. If you've got dark, basically medium to dark skin, and it's perfect under your foundation. It's also blurring, so it blurs out any pores in the skin. Also, it helps your foundation sit really well, so it glides on top. Then I'm just going to blend out the primer all over my face. First, I like to go ahead with a spoolie just to brush up my eyebrow hairs, so that before I begin with the eyebrow products, I like to just brush them up. Now I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade, and I'm going to use a Sigma angle brush, and then I'm going to dip into the Anastasia pomade and just start at the tip of the brows and also just create a soft line. Just don't go heavy because you don't want a very harsh line. So I'm just going to create a line and just fill in the tip first and just follow the hair along your eyebrows. Then I like to go on along the top line and just create a thin line just to create more shape to the brows. Then I like to go back with the mascara, or spoolie as you like to call it, and just brush up the hairs. If you do create a thick line, you can go back with that before it dries to just soften up the brows. Then I'm going to go back in with the angle brush and just continue with the brows. Then I'm going to continue with the other brow and just do the same. Now I'm going to go in with the Kiko concealer and also use a flat brush just to clean out on the edges of the brows. Very clean cut brows, and gives it a very sharp edges for the brows. If you like that look, you can do that, or you can just leave that option out. But I like to do that because it creates a cleaner cut, so if you do make mistakes, you can just clean it up with the concealer. I'm gonna start off with the face. I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer, and in the shade Tawny. I know it's a little bit light for my skin because my skin is a lot more tanned at the moment. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use a foundation brush by Delium. Because I've got slight blemishes, I'm just going to use a foundation brush and just go over any areas that need a little bit more coverage. Go ahead with the Graphitopia foundation. It's like a thick cream. You can use it as concealer or foundation as well. I like to also use it as a concealer. So I'm going to go ahead and use a Real Techniques brush, like a medium-sized brush. And I'm going to dip into it's kind of like a medium tone, similar to my skin, but lighter, and mix it with the light one, and then apply some on my eyelid. And this just creates it like a base for the eyelid, so that colors pop. And then I'm going to use my fingers just to spread out any areas and just to smooth it out a bit more. Go ahead with the All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. This powder is amazing. It literally stops any creases, and I found this helps with controlling the oil on my skin as well. If you have very oily skin, this is a must-have. Next up, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, and I'm going to go with the shade Bay. I just like to use that on top, like a base color, before I go with any other color. Then I'm going to use the Saharan 2 by Juvia's eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use the dark brown and then like a warm brown. First I'm going to dip into the warm brown, and I'm going to use kind of like a medium fluffy brush and just go over the crease lines and just blend. Then I'm going to dip into the dark brown shade, and then again pop that color on the crease line. Then I'm going to use a Full Metal shadow by YSL. It's like a long wear color that I use for the base. I have like a light pink color, and I'm going to use a flat brush and just use it on the lid and just pat that color on top. I'm sorry you can't see it. I think I just didn't realize I put the palette very low. So I'm going to dip into the middle of the color. It's like a warm pinky color. The dark color, the same medium brush, and just darken the edge. Just dip into that, and then use that color on the bottom waterline, but I'm using a different smaller brush just to get in a little bit. And now I'm going to use the eyeliner by MAC, and it's in the shade Coffee. And I'm gonna put that in the waterline, and I'm gonna use another smaller brush and dip into the dark warm color, and I'm gonna use that to just smoke out the black waterline. And then I'm gonna go over the top and use that pencil on the top eyeline and just line the top. Then I'm going to use the same small brush that I used for the bottom waterline, and then use that brush and dip into the dark brown color and just smudge out the top eyeline just to create a little bit more smoke effect. And then now I'm going to use the Graphitobian palette and dip into the same concealer color that I used for my eyelid, and areas that you want to highlight. And now I'm going to use the Revolution foundation stick. It's in the shade F16, and I'm going to line the areas that I want to shade on. I'm going to use a small Real Techniques Beauty Blender, and I've already dampened it. And I'm just going to blend out the highlighted areas. Once you've blended out, now I'm going to go ahead and use the Anastasia Contour Powder Kit, which I absolutely love. That's why you can see it's a bit worn out. This is what I use every single day, and I cannot be without it. Also, I'm going to use an angled Real Techniques brush. It just creates a bit more depth for the shade areas. And I'm just going to go in, dip into the Havana and Fawn shade. I think it's Java, but it's the two of the warm colors that I'm going to use, and avoiding the ashy brown color. Go and set the areas that I've used the contour. Then I'm going to go back in with the all-nighter and use the same brush and just buff out the whole face, and it basically creates a flawless finish and also sets everything without being too harsh. So I'll blend out the contour and also the highlighted areas. And now I'm gonna use an NYX blusher in the shade Bronzed, and I'm gonna be using the brush by Zoeva in the 126. It's a luxe cheek finish. Also going to add some blusher to the forehead. I think it just creates a little bit more color, and I think for the summer it's great, so it adds a bit more depth. Now I'm going to use the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in the shade Pure Gold. And I'm going to apply that on the top of the cheeks. What I do is just pat a little bit and just blend with the fingers. It just makes it easier to use the fingers, and apply some on the lips and the nose, the areas that you would like to highlight and add a bit more glow to. Now I'm going to use a small highlighter brush by Real Techniques. I'm going to use the MAC Fix Me Plus and just spray that into a brush. Use a medium brush and spray a bit more of the MAC Fix Me spray and dip that into the Gilded Honey and apply that on the cheeks and the larger areas. I like to use the medium brush. I'm going to use the mascara. The mascara is by Maybelline. I'm going to go ahead and apply the false lashes. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara on the bottom. Now I'm going to go ahead with the lip liner by Model's Own in the shade French Rose. Also, I'm going to use new matte colours that I've got. I bought a bunch of stuff from Model's Own, and I'm going to try this colour. It's in the shade Naked 11, and it's a matte liquid lipstick. Excuse the facial expressions that I like to make when I apply my lip line. You just have to get that perfect lip line. So I just drag the lip gloss and I just like to blend and fill in. And what I like to do is go back with the lip liner and just blend it in with the lipstick and just create a bit more. And it's like going back and filling it in a bit more. What do you guys think of the shade? I'm not really sure, but it looks a bit too light than what I'm used to. So I'm going to go and use my trusty MAC lip liner in the shade Cork, dark brown colour that I like to use every single day. I just feel like it gives you that contoured lip, and with any lipstick, if I'm not sure about the matte nude colours. So I wasn't sure about the lip colour, so I'm gonna go in with the Balm Cosmetics liquid matte lipstick in the shade Reliable, and it's like a warm brownie tone. Now I'm gonna spray with the Urban Decay setting spray to just set all my makeup. So here is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and let me know what you guys thought of this look. Comment down below and hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. Also, don't forget to hit the notification button to keep up with more videos that I'll be releasing very soon, every single week. Also, if you want to follow me for more updates, follow my Instagram, which is also linked down in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Bye.